Twitter earnings fall short as company admits overstating user numbers. Well, everyone knows that there's a botville over there as well. Anyone who's been on Twitter realizes. Man, but honestly, normally I hate bots. Normally. But I've been having a chuckle every so often.
Okay.
Including at the beginning before we started shooting the show.
Yeah, you were laughing. What's going on over there?
It would just be when somebody would leave a nasty comment to me.
I know exactly what you mean.
Somebody would leave a nasty comment, and then the bot is right underneath saying, "You've won."
Barely trying. It's a numbers game for them.
I don't know what it is, man. I just love it. It's like it shows you how ridiculous the whole thing is. Like, here's you with the nasty comment, and here's the bot doing what the bot does. And then there's me reading the entire exchange. It's all so goofy and funny on some level. I mean, it's also irritating and obviously tons of scams. And I'm not, I hate it.
Yeah.
On the big picture, it sucks.
does.
And people get definitely people send money and Telegram accounts and WhatsApp. And it's a absolute mess. And I want it to be done. But every so often you get this little kind of funny combination of internet things happening. So, okay, social media platform Twitter recently published its earnings report for the first quarter of 2022, falling short of expectations. The company also admitted it overstated its daily active users for several years, supposedly by error. The earnings call report is expected to be Twitter's final report as a public company following Elon Musk's successful bid to take the company private. Imagine that. The final report.
Yes. It's eerie almost.
It's like before it goes dark.
Yeah.
And then you know nothing anymore.
Well, they don't need to disclose it anymore.
You don't know what's going on anymore. CNBC reports that Twitter has reported earnings for the first quarter of 2022 amidst Elon Musk's successful bid. Earnings per share 61 cents, not comparable to estimates. Revenue 1.2 billion versus 1.23 billion expected. And monetizable daily active users 229 million versus 226.9 million expected. Okay, so that number, I guess, was a bit higher. What do you think about that? 229 million daily active users. That's not, I mean, it's not Facebook, but it's not nothing.
It's definitely not nothing.
Daily? I wonder what that implies. Like, it's you know how they do like a view count on YouTube? Like, did you view it or not?
Right. What counts as a view?
But what counts as a daily active? I mean, I'm sure that they disclose this. It's curious though. Like
30 seconds in the app.
That's what I mean. It's interesting that the power user who spends hours there, like Elon, reading through threads and calculating interactions, and then somebody who glances at it for 15 seconds, are they both daily active users? I guess so to an extent. But there's a wide spectrum there. And I think the majority are probably not on the super side.
No.
The majority are probably the lurkers, the glancers. And then you got the power users who produce the majority of the content that the lurkers engage with. That seems to be the case across social media. So I don't know how significant. I don't think it mattered. Like Elon was was interested. He did his 5420. He goes private. I don't know if I'm an investor in Twitter, if this or like how I feel about this. Am I happy I got my 5420 and got out?
Right. Does this make you feel a little
I think it makes you feel justified.
Yeah. Yeah.
I think you're...
But this has been Twitter's story since almost day one. Like they had users, but they're just not able to monopolize on...
But it's not often you get the deal before the earnings report.
Exactly. Yeah. That's
You cut the deal
rare.
beforehand.
Typically, earnings report will dictate where the market goes.
It's like getting an appraisal on a house or something, but you buy it before the appraisal, right? And then but you actually won because the appraisal came back high.
Yeah.
But could have went the other way too. You pay and then the appraisal comes back low and you overpaid. So I don't think Elon cared all that much one way or the other. Obviously, there's an interesting development there in the sense that he sold some Twitter stock. I don't know if you have the story or not, Will.
You mean Tesla?
Tesla stock in order to fund the purchase of Twitter.
Yeah.
So this was happening, I guess, this morning. Ooh, wait, 2 hours ago, 8.5. I read 4 billion this morning.
Whoa.
It's
So
up
he
to,
doubled up.
is it up to 8, or the information wasn't fully out there? 8.5 billion. Oh, here we go. Correction. An earlier version of this story misstated the initial number of Tesla shares Elon Musk sold. The value of the shares and when he sold them. Musk sold 4.4 million shares worth 4 billion. What? Oh, yeah, that's
Oh,
what
the number of shares.
No, that's what the earlier story said.
So they've updated it?
Oh, correction. An earlier version misstated the number. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're saying that was a
So
misstatement.
the 4 billion was wrong.
Yes. And it's actually 8.5
Yeah, how can
billion.
4.4 million shares be worth only 4 billion? Right? What is the share? I guess, well, it doesn't matter. It's wrong. Oh, it's all wrong.
Yeah.
Maybe it can be, but I'm not pulling out the calculator. They updated to 8.5 billion, and there's a dollar sign there. So forget about shares.
Yeah.
Musk sold 3.7 million shares of Tesla stock on Tuesday for a total of $3.3 billion, and another 735,000 shares on Wednesday, bringing in 654 million, according to filings. Friday morning, he disclosed that he had sold an additional 5.2 million shares for a total of 4.5 billion. All told, he received an average price of $883.09 per share. The sales represent only 5.6% of the Tesla shares he held outright at the start of the day Tuesday, and less than 4% of his total holdings of Tesla if stock options he controls are included. Still, though, 8.5 billies is 8 point. You got to be careful with this stuff. These type of headlines,
Yeah.
it's not zero. It's not nothing. It's not doubling down. That's for sure. Well, this money had to come from somewhere, didn't it?
Well, that's true. He had to liquidate something.
Had to come from somewhere, even if you're taking the loans and everything else at some point. Very interesting stuff. 8.5 billion. He loves Twitter. He's so into it with the tweeting. He's
Yeah, he's making a big bet here.
He's into it with the tweeting. And I guess with it being private, the pressure system's a bit different in the sense without the earnings and this and that and answering to the shareholders. It's a bit different. It might not be the same protocol as some of his other companies. And maybe just the idea of running a massive private company is engaging and exciting in and of itself without having all these shareholders. Guys like you, well, shareholder, telling them what to do. Isn't it interesting how it makes you feel so invested in a company? You got like one share. You're like, I'll tell you what you need to be doing. You walk into the boardroom, you're like, I'm a shareholder. Like, how many you got?
All right.
One.
I said, show me the money.
One. But I've paid attention to everything ever since I gave you $884.
That's a lot of money.
Yeah.
So that's what he sold for. So what's the price as of today? Did he get a good deal or what? Let's get a Tesla stock price update, courtesy of Mo Market, courtesy of Mo Money. Yeah, he sold it higher than it is right now.
It actually took a huge drop.
870 USD. Well, I mean, when you got the dude selling, give me a 5-day, Will. Hit me with a 5.
Been going down.
Hit me
for
with
a while.
hit me with a 6 month.
Oof, still no good. Down 30 year to date.
You talking about a YTD?
Oh, okay.
You talking about a YTD? Okay.
Ooh.
Yeah. Well, listen. Listen to me. He likes the Twitter, all right?
Yeah, he does.
He likes the Twitter and he likes, and I think he still likes the Tesla, so we might be all right.
Yeah.
Your single share might be all right.
You don't know.
Oh, easy.
You don't know. You have no idea.
Mo's a whale.
Holy. No more playing around. No more goofing around. Mo's about to share the details. Go ahead. Go ahead.
No details.
Well, since
just-
since you're flexing over there.
No, I'm just letting you know that you don't know.
Yeah, that's a flex if I ever heard one. And I fully support it.